Hello, everybody. Thanks for stopping by Gregsbeerreviews today. It's about that time. Let's go take that walk and see what's in the fridge today. Hey guys, thanks for stopping by Gregsbeerreviews today. Hopefully this will be a treat. This is another beer from Hitachino Nest. Well, actually it's from Kiuchi Brewery out of Ibaraki, Japan. This is the Hitachino Nest RR, which stands for Red Rice Ale. And what this is, guys, let me give you the commercial description here. So this red rice ale was brewed with a special red rice which has been cultured in ancient times in Japan. Please enjoy the complex taste and beautiful natural color. And it is considered a says here on Rate Beer it's a traditional ale, but Beer Advocates calls it a Belgian strong pale ale. This is a 7%er from them. And notice this new glass I've got here. Parrish sent me the beer, and he also ordered a glass and had it sent to me. And this is called a Teku glass, Teku. Very nice with a little tulip lip on it. Very fine glass. This is crystal, and this was made in Germany. I'm I I'm very scared that this little thin stem, like a wine glass, has got on it, it's going to get broken. So I'm not going to probably be doing very many reviews on this because I know the wife is going to end up breaking this when she washes them. So I'm going to probably do a review or two, maybe even three, and then it's going to go into the cabinet back here before it gets broken. Parrish, thanks again, brother, for sending me the beers and the glass. I don't know what to say. I mean, everything you sent me has been pretty damn tasty. And then I got this out of the blue, and he posted on the review that day that he sent me a belated birthday present, and brother, I appreciate it. I have checked into getting these type of glasses too while I was doing the research on them, and these glasses are fairly pricey. So, and I'm like I said, I'd be concerned about this thin stem. Using it on a daily basis or putting it in the cabinet to do beer reviews on it because I'm sure she'd break it. So like I said, we're going to do a couple reviews with it that I'll probably end up in the cabinet behind me here, guys. I don't think I'm going to be buying this type of glass just because it's got that thin stem right here. So that's what I like about the double glass. The bowl is closer to the base of it, and it's got a big round stem on it where it's not going to break very easily. But it is a gorgeous glass, and Parrish, thanks again, brother. All right, let's get on with this one. The food pairings for this beer, it says, I don't think they know what to say. It says general, then aspirative and digestive, and then the meat they're saying is game and salmon. Glassware is a snifter tulip oversized wine glass. I got the Teku glass for this one. I'm probably butchering that word. It's probably not even how it's pronounced. Teku. Teku is how it's pronounced. Teku is how I pronounce it, so that may not be correct. And this is a 7%er, so it says it can be cellared for extended periods. I'm not familiar with a lot of sake or rice beers or anything like that. I've not had very many of them, so hopefully this will be fairly tasty. I don't think there's anything else we need to discuss on this beer, so without further ado, let's get the cap off of this one. Everything that I've had from these guys has been pretty tasty, but like I said, this one may be, I don't even know if this thing will all fit in there. The bowl on this one looks like it's only about 8 or 10 ounces, so we're getting ready to find out. Sure enough, look at there. And I'm not sure this is actually a 12 ouncer here. This is probably an 11 point. point something, but up to 12 ounces I'm pretty sure would probably fit in this glass. Looks very pink in the glass. So I'm sure that's coming from the red rice. Over into the light, it is very cloudy pink. I cannot see the bulb through it. It almost looks like pink grapefruit juice in the glass, guys. That's exactly what it looks like to me. Pink grapefruit juice or some kind of punch. Well, let's get a nose on it and see what we can smell. I don't know if I'm going to be able to pick out the rice and all that. Like I said, I don't have a lot of experience with rice beverages. And it's got a sweet smell, but it's got a sour smell too. It almost smells like a beer and a punch combined. And I do have the hint of the Belgian yeast that they use in there. There is some funkiness in there. Very interesting smell. I don't think I've ever smelt a beer quite like that. Those Japanese, they're crazy, I swear. And no, I don't say that. That's probably wrong with me. All these breweries, even whether they're in Japan or whether they're Dogfish Head or Stone, they like to go out of the box. Cigar City, all of these do experiment. All of them do. I mean, whether they produce them in bottles or whatever. I mean, if you go to their brew pubs or their breweries, you'll find stuff that's not bottled or canned or available other than there at the brewery. They do small batch stuff just to find out what they're going to do next like this. So. Very unique smell. Let's give it a taste. Cheers, everybody. Thanks again, Parrish. I appreciate you sending all this stuff. You're wonderful. You're awesome, guy. Cheers. Definitely different. There's some bitterness in there. There's some sweetness in there. It's like eating sweet and sour pork. You're getting some sweetness and you're getting some sour. You're getting some spiciness. I'm sure, I don't know if it's aged in any kind of sake or anything like that. It doesn't say. Definitely different. Very unique. I don't know how to describe it. It's almost like it's not a beer. It's almost like it's half punch and half beer. I'm getting sweetness, but I'm getting spiciness and sourness too. Wow, very unique beer. Don't think I've ever had anything that tastes quite like that. A lot of stuff going on in this beer. Sweet, sour, funky, spicy, Belgian, maltiness. Wow. Well, let's run out of the fridge 40 degrees. Let's let it warm up and let the other half taste it, and I'll come back and see if I can figure it out. I'll be right back, guys. Alright, guys, I'm back. Got just a little left here. This is a very different and unique beer with the red rice and the Belgian yeast. I mean, there's a lot of flavors. It's citrusy. There's some caramel in there. There's some spiciness. There's some funkiness. I mean, a lot of stuff going on with this beer. Very different from anything that I've ever had. So I could see me drinking this if I was over there, and I would definitely like to try this on draft as opposed to the bottle and see how much different it is than what the bottle version is. So. Got a very unique smell. It doesn't smell like any other beer I've ever smelled before. Like I said earlier, it's like a punch and a beer mixed together. You're getting some of the beer qualities, and you're getting some of the sweet and the sour and the funky. I mean, it's definitely unique. So let's do the final chug here, guys. Very different. I'm not getting a lot of booziness though. I've read some reviews where people think it's kind of boozy, but I'm not getting that. There's so much stuff going on there. In my opinion, it could use a little more hops in it, but I'm a hop head, so I like a little more hop presence than this one is actually giving us. But it is very sweet. It's got very low IBU. I think I did read where the IBUs was on this. Let's see if it has it on here. No, I thought I did. Evidently I didn't. But there is a lot of stuff going on with the Belgian yeast and the red rice and the funkiness and the sweetness and the spiciness, and very different. Very tasty. I mean, I like this. It's not something that I would normally pick up, but I'm glad that Paris sent this to me and got to try it. I don't think it's quite in the category that the other beers from Kiuchi have been, so it was different though. It was definitely a tasty beer, and I'm glad I got to try it. So on the grade on this one, and the dating on this one, they use a different dating on there, and it's got RR, that probably stands for red rice, and it's got 1309. So I'm thinking that the 9th month of 2013, that's when this one was probably put in the bottle. So very different, guys. So if you've had this particular one, give me some comments back on this one. I'm gonna give this a 7, which is a B+. I don't think it's quite to the A category, which are the other ones. I'm pretty sure I gave the other ones something in the A category. So very different. Not into a lot of the rice beers, but this one was fairly tasty. I enjoyed it. So we're going to leave it there. Let's go over. We'll go to Beer Advocate first, and Beer Advocate says 83, which is in their good range. I would not argue with that. I think it's just a little higher. If I was putting a number on it, I would probably give it an 87 or an 88, somewhere in that area. Over to Rate Beer, and Rate Beer is not very kind. Rate Beer says 55 overall and 60 in the style. Don't believe I agree with either one of those numbers. I think it's a little bit better beer than that. And like I've told you on some of the other reviews, a lot of people that do these reviews and post them on these sites, if it doesn't blow their hair back or their socks off, or the tastiest things they've ever put in their mouth, they don't grade it very well. Me, I try to grade it for what it is. I mean, it's not supposed to be anything really super hop forward. It's not supposed to be a stout or a porter. It's supposed to be a Belgian that's brewed with some different. It's like an an out of the box. It's like a terrapin side project. It's just something different that they've tried, and I'm not gonna hack them on that. So I think it's a well-made beer. It's a different beer. It's a very different beer as far as a Belgian beer goes. But they've used the Belgian yeast, and I do get some of that qualities. But there are so many other things going on with this beer, with all the other tastes going on there. It's a very complex beer. It's very much like a bourbon barrel stout. I mean, there's just so much going on. So that's where I'm going to leave it. If you've had this one from Kiuchi, let me know what you think of it. Like I said, it's not blowing my hair back or my socks off. I think all the rest of the beers are a tad better than this particular one, but it's it is what it is. I mean, it's brewed with different ingredients. This is probably their out-of-the-box beer. Something a little different than what's normal. And if you're in Japan, I mean, they eat a lot of rice over there, so I imagine a lot of people over there like this beer and enjoy this beer. So never been there, so that's just my guess, guys, just my opinion. So if you've had it, give me some comments back on this and let me know what you think. If you've had it, as always, hit the like button, rate, comment, subscribe, and maybe try to do a traditional beer, or I don't know. We'll go take a walk and see what's in the fridge tomorrow. Hope you can join me then. See you.